Do you really know your zodiac sign? Or do you only know the version that makes you feel good? Everyone loves hearing the positive side. Aries is brave. Taurus is loyal. Gemini is smart. Cancer is caring. Leo is confident. Virgo is hardworking. Libra is charming. Scorpio is powerful. Sagittarius is honest. Capricorn is ambitious. Aquarius is unique. Pisces is emotional and intuitive, but what about the side nobody likes to admit, the jealousy? The ego. The manipulation. The stubbornness. The overthinking. The coldness. The emotional games. The fear of being vulnerable. Every zodiac sign has a dark side. And sometimes, the trait people praise you for is the same trait that can destroy your relationships when it goes too far. So today, we are going to reveal the hidden shadow of every zodiac sign. Astrology is not only about your strengths. It is also about your patterns. Your reactions. Your weaknesses. The parts of your personality that show up when you are angry, hurt, insecure, rejected, or under pressure. Most people use astrology to understand why they are special. But real self-awareness begins when you use astrology to understand where you need to grow. The dark side of your zodiac sign does not mean you are a bad person. It means every sign has a shadow. And when you understand that shadow, you can stop repeating the same mistakes. So listen carefully, not only for your own sign, but also for the people around you. Because this may explain why some people act the way they do when their darker side takes control. The challenge is simple. Most people do not want to face the truth about themselves. They want to hear, "You are powerful." They do not want to hear, "You are controlling." They want to hear, "You are loyal." They do not want to hear, "You are possessive." They want to hear, "You are confident." They do not want to hear, "Your ego gets in the way." But the shadow side is where personal growth begins, because if you do not recognize your negative patterns, you keep calling them personality traits. You say, "That is just who I am," when really, it may be something you need to heal. So let's go sign by sign and look at the darker traits each zodiac sign can struggle with. Aries is bold, fearless, passionate, and direct. But the dark side of Aries is impulsiveness and aggression. Aries can react before thinking. When they are angry, they may say harsh things, make sudden decisions, or turn every disagreement into a battle. Their fire gives them courage, but when that fire is uncontrolled, it can burn the people around them. Aries does not always mean to hurt others. Many times, they move on quickly after an argument. But other people may still be carrying the damage from Aries' words or actions. The lesson for Aries is patience. Their power becomes stronger when they learn to pause before reacting. Taurus is loyal, stable, patient, and dependable. But the dark side of Taurus is stubbornness and possessiveness. Once Taurus makes up their mind, it can be almost impossible to change it. They may hold on to opinions, people, habits, or relationships long after they should let go. Taurus loves security, but sometimes they confuse security with control. In relationships, this can become jealousy, attachment, or possessiveness. The lesson for Taurus is flexibility. Not everything familiar is good for you. Sometimes growth begins when you finally release what you are afraid to lose. Gemini is clever, curious, social, and quick-minded. But the dark side of Gemini is inconsistency and emotional avoidance. Gemini can see every side of a situation, which makes them great communicators. But it can also make them confusing. One day they act deeply interested, and the next day they seem distant. They may use humor, distraction, or clever words to avoid uncomfortable emotions. And because they are so good with language, they can sometimes twist conversations without even realizing it. The lesson for Gemini is emotional honesty. Not every feeling needs to be analyzed. Sometimes, Gemini needs to stop thinking and simply be real. Cancer is sensitive, caring, protective, and emotional. But the dark side of Cancer is moodiness and emotional manipulation. Cancer feels deeply, and they remember everything. A small comment, a change in tone, or a moment of distance can affect them more than people realize. When Cancer feels hurt, they may not always say it directly. Instead, they may withdraw, become passive-aggressive, or expect others to understand their pain without explaining it. The lesson for Cancer is emotional responsibility. Feeling deeply is a gift, but using emotions to control others can damage relationships. Leo is confident, warm, creative, and magnetic. But the dark side of Leo is ego and the need for validation. Leo wants to be seen, respected, and appreciated. At their best, they inspire people. But when insecure, they may become dramatic, prideful, or attention-seeking. A Leo may act strong, but criticism can hit them deeply. If they feel ignored or disrespected, their pride may take over. The lesson for Leo is humility. True confidence does not need constant applause. When Leo shines without demanding attention, they become truly powerful. Virgo is practical, intelligent, helpful, and detail-oriented. But the dark side of Virgo is criticism and perfectionism. Virgo sees what is wrong before others even notice it. This makes them excellent problem solvers, but it can also make them hard on themselves and others. They may criticize because they think they are helping, but to other people, it can feel judgmental or exhausting. Virgo can also overthink everything until peace becomes impossible. The lesson for Virgo is acceptance. Not everything needs to be fixed. Sometimes, life becomes better when Virgo allows things to be imperfect. Libra is charming, peaceful, romantic, and diplomatic. But the dark side of Libra is people-pleasing and indecision. Libra wants harmony, but sometimes they avoid honesty just to keep peace. They may say yes when they mean no. They may hide their real feelings because they do not want conflict, but fake peace creates hidden resentment. And when Libra avoids choosing sides, they may end up disappointing everyone, including themselves. The lesson for Libra is authenticity. Real harmony cannot exist if Libra keeps betraying their own truth. Scorpio is intense, loyal, deep, and powerful. But the dark side of Scorpio is obsession, suspicion, and control. Scorpio does not trust easily. They observe everything. They feel everything. And when they are hurt, they may hold on to pain for a very long time. Their loyalty is strong, but when insecure, it can become possessive. Their intuition is powerful, but when unbalanced, it can become suspicion. The lesson for Scorpio is trust and release. Not everything needs to be investigated. Not every person is a threat. Sometimes power comes from letting go. Sagittarius is adventurous, honest, optimistic, and independent. But the dark side of Sagittarius is carelessness and emotional escape. Sagittarius loves freedom. They hate feeling trapped. But sometimes, they use freedom as an excuse to avoid responsibility. They may say things too bluntly, hurt people with their honesty, or leave situations when things become too serious. The lesson for Sagittarius is maturity. Freedom is beautiful, but it should not become a way to run away from emotional accountability. Capricorn is disciplined, ambitious, responsible, and strong. But the dark side of Capricorn is coldness and control. Capricorn often feels like they must be strong all the time. They may hide emotions, avoid vulnerability, and act like they do not need anyone. Their ambition can make them successful, but it can also make them distant. They may judge themselves and others based on achievement, status, or productivity. The lesson for Capricorn is softness. Vulnerability is not weakness. Capricorn becomes stronger when they allow themselves to feel. Aquarius is original, intelligent, independent, and visionary. But the dark side of Aquarius is emotional detachment and superiority. Aquarius thinks differently. They see the world from a unique angle. But sometimes, they become so focused on ideas that they disconnect from emotions. They may seem cold, distant, or hard to reach. And because they value being different, they may secretly look down on people they see as too ordinary or emotional. The lesson for Aquarius is connection. Being unique is powerful, but emotional distance can become loneliness. Pisces is compassionate, imaginative, intuitive, and emotional. But the dark side of Pisces is escapism and weak boundaries. Pisces feels everything deeply. When life becomes painful, they may escape into fantasy, silence, distractions, or denial. They may give too much, forgive too easily, and absorb other people's emotions until they feel drained. Then they wonder why they feel lost. The lesson for Pisces is grounding. Compassion needs boundaries. Dreams need action. Pisces becomes powerful when they stop escaping reality and start shaping it. Here is the truth: your dark side is not your enemy. Most dark traits are just positive traits taken too far. Aries courage becomes aggression, Taurus loyalty becomes possessiveness, Gemini's intelligence becomes manipulation, Cancer's sensitivity becomes emotional control, Leo's confidence becomes ego, Virgo's helpfulness becomes criticism, Libra's peacekeeping becomes people-pleasing. Scorpio's depth becomes obsession, Sagittarius freedom becomes avoidance, Capricorn's discipline becomes coldness, Aquarius independence becomes detachment, Pisces compassion becomes escapism. So the goal is not to hate your sign. The goal is to understand your patterns before they control you. Every zodiac sign has a light side and a shadow side. The light side shows your gifts. The shadow side shows where you need growth, and the more honest you are with yourself, the more powerful astrology becomes. It stops being entertainment only, and it becomes a mirror for your behavior, a mirror for your relationships, a mirror for your reactions, a mirror for the parts of yourself you may not want to face. Your dark side does not define you, but ignoring it can control you. Now I want you to be honest in the comments. What is your zodiac sign, and which dark trait did you relate to the most? Did your sign feel accurate, or did it expose something you usually avoid admitting? Comment your sign below, and if you enjoy zodiac personality breakdowns, dark traits, relationship behavior, and deep astrology insights, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because in the next video, we will go even deeper into the hidden truths behind each zodiac sign.